Good morning, guys. Addie, is that just for the vlog? Yeah. Hello, guys, and welcome back to my channel for another video. Today we are going off for a spot of dressage, which I'm wondering if Addie's thinking, I'm plaited up, we might be going eventing. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. But this weekend is a bit of a two-day event over Saturday and Sunday. Coleraine is holding some dressage today, hence we are all plaited up and actually looking in a reasonable state. I wasn't sure, she hasn't been bathed, I'm going to be honest, and as you can tell from that, I don't remember having that on my hands. Oh, hello. We're stretching again. I've never known a horse to stretch quite so much. Yeah, she's definitely all the back legs going out now. Watch Sprite. She's trying to destroy everything this morning, aren't you? The bin's been over. Oh, everything. Trying to get in all my pockets, everything. She's proper being babyfied this morning. She needs to go actually in. Have you got an itchy nose? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? I'm trying to start this vlog, Addie, but you'll just keep distracting me. You're too cute. Oh, don't mess up the plaits. Very wonky there as well. She needs to go in there and have her breakfast. I haven't plaited her tail, which I'll be honest, I may have forgot about. And was like, yeah, she's all done. Like, I painted her hooves and things like that. That was set in. She was being groomed off. There's no mud on her. And I suddenly dawned on me. I was like, oh, I might need to do her tail. But I don't know if I have actually got heaps of time. So what I'm going to do is give them their breakfast, get the car loaded, get hitched up, see what time it is. If I've got time, I will pop a plait in there. But if not, the tail's not looking too bad. So we'll just go with it. It's, yeah. I don't know, is it really bad that I don't put in as much effort for dressage as I do for eventing? I mean, don't get me wrong, I still want her to look presentable, and I definitely think she does. You're looking good. Pleased with the plaits, I've done them actually pretty quickly as well. It is an early start. My test is 9:46, and I am doing two tests. So first off is BE 96. Now you could do a picker test, BE 95, 96 or 97. Now seeing as Launceston we did, I want to say 95, and Pontypool we did 97, I was like, let's mix it up. Let's do 96 today. Another, I don't know whether I should be this honest, but I need to have another read through of 96. I thought that prelim 12, which is my second test, was first, and I know that one, but I don't know 96, and when I double checked my times last night, I realised that it's actually 96 first, not prelim 12. So it's all good. We've had a little run through of prelim 12 earlier in the week. We went to Chiverton Indoor and just ran through some of the movements. I'll be honest, even though you know a prelim is like walk, trot, canter on both reins, it's like you've got to go from free walk up into medium walk, into trot, into canter, which is all quite quick for Addie, but she was doing it very well in the school this week. I do feel, again, I'm being really honest and open this morning. I've had a bit, I don't know particularly why, because there hasn't been anything that has been bad or actually that stressful, but I just feel this week has been utterly manic, and I don't know if that has made... Hello, just wants the bum to be on the vlog, clearly. She's like, yeah, I need a tail plait, mum. And I don't know why, but I just feel like I've been a little bit, perhaps like a stress head. I'm feeling so much more brighter this morning. I did a decent run yesterday. I don't know if maybe because I know that my half marathon's next week. I don't know what quite is the matter. And I do also feel like Addie has just taken a little bit of a couple steps back in the dressage. Maybe that's probably what's stressing me out, actually. Went up in my grass arena on Sunday, and don't get me wrong, we did the session, we got there in the end, but yeah, I just feel like perhaps we've taken a few steps back, which is totally and utterly normal. You take like 10 steps forward, and then you take like 15 back, and then you take another 10 and it will go back like that. So I think I need to not read into it too much, and just, it is what it is, and we will work through it. But I just think, yeah, we've taken, so today the aim is to basically baby her, nurse her around this. And I do know that Cameron said up at Launceston that perhaps if I get like a really bad canter transition, I need to sacrifice that movement, that test, and actually pop in a circle and ask again, or in the walk, if she jogs, we've got to do like 2 half 10-meter circles, perhaps do like, do you know what I mean? Like, sacrifice the test today, which is going to help me in the future. And to be honest, we may need to do that today. So yeah, today it's just to go over there and get in the whiteboards basically, and get in front of a judge and just make sure that she is off my leg. And I've entered 2 tests because I do think it helps them settle. So I think going in, doing 1, and then I've only got like literally 15 minutes. It'll come out, I'll get off, let her chill for like literally 2-3 minutes, get back on, warm up, go back in again. And I hopefully might just notice that that makes her breathe out, settle. Maybe it makes Emily breathe out and settle. But we'll see. Might not work. I've never done 2 tests with her in a row. I'm trying to think if I've done a dressage test. Yes, I have. Yes, I have done 2 tests. I've done them at Chiverton, didn't I? I keep feeling like I'm saying, oh, this is the first time that she's done this. And now I'm going, actually, coming up for a year that we've been together. Probably isn't the first time anymore. So we are stretching yet again. Right, come on, ponies, let's get you. You're going to be hot. I need to take your rug off. You can go in. You can both have your breakfast, and I will get the car loaded up. I wasn't expecting this to be quite such a long intro, but yeah, welcome to my channel for a bit of dressage. Tomorrow is going to be a bit more fun. Arena eventing. It is a beautiful, beautiful morning. The sun is just coming up and it looks glorious. I think it's going to be a lovely day ahead. But I just, as I was getting the horses breakfast in, they're happily munching away and just gathering a couple of bits, I was suddenly like, do you know, I'm feeling so much more relaxed and chilled. And I'm wondering, actually, I don't think I've spent much time with the ponies this week, and as sad as that might sound, but when I have been here and I've obviously ridden, it's all been quite rushed. And also I know that with a young horse, rushing is like the worst thing that you can do. So maybe she is just picking up on me, but fingers crossed. Like I say, I'm feeling much more chilled and relaxed, and I think I have just really enjoyed actually standing there, trying to get in my pockets and just spending some quality time with them. Like I clipped Sprite this week. She's looking super. Aren't you? You had a good haircut. Is that yummy? Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, she's looking fab. She's feeling fab for it as well, which is really, really nice. But again, I was racing to try and get that done. I don't know, yeah, I just feel like this week has just been a bit of an odd one, a weird one, and for no real reason. I haven't got anything to complain about, just one of those weeks. But anyhow, right, just wanted to come on. I think I can kind of tell myself it as well. When you like speak it to the vlog, you're almost telling yourself at the same time. You might think it, but actually saying the words out loud. So yeah, thanks guys. I don't know what my hair's doing. I'm trying to grow my fringe out, and I'm trying to do a middle parting, but it's not getting very well, so my hair's just kind of going all over the place. Anyhow, it doesn't matter how my hair's looking. How's your hair looking? Mine's going to be hidden under a hat, isn't it? So it does not matter. I have managed to pop in a little tail plait, which was very good. Just munching on your hay, wouldn't you, while I did it? So we are all systems go. Let's go and load. You've got a little bit of mud on your face. I haven't cleaned you very well, have I? You're getting slowly, you're getting a bit hairier, aren't you? It will be you being clipped soon, won't you? Oh, is that nice? We have daily morning scratches, don't we, when I take your rug off? And then I just end up standing in the field for quite a while and just scratch you all over, and you love it, don't you? Yeah. We're here. The tail plait survived. I can't say it's my best work, but remembered to pin it up. She had some oil on her legs. She's not actually looking that bad. She's looking pretty chill, aren't you? You need to have some oil around your eyes and your nose. Yes. Oh, still got mud up here. Oh dear. But I've got top groom mum on, where I've learnt everything for grooming and turnout. Mum's been quite impressed with me with my eventing turnout, haven't you? Yeah. Yeah, I got a gold star from Mum. Right, I want to be on 15 minutes before my test. It looks like we are outdoors. Oh, Addie's just saying good morning to somebody who's just unloaded. It's looking like we're outdoors. It is lovely and peaceful as well up here, just like it was at home. And yeah, it's going to be a glorious day, which is really lovely. It's looking very nice. Full white boards, which that is a little bit different for Addie. eventing, we just have like the odd couple of boards to kind of guide out where it is, but that is full solid, so yeah, maybe a little bit spooky, probably not, she's quite used to it. And warm up is down, by the looks of it, I've seen a couple of people go down there, so I'm guessing it is down in the indoor to warm up. They said that there's jumps out up the top because that'll be for arena eventing tomorrow. So right, get myself dressed, get her tacked up and get on board. I'm feeling so much more calmer, like, because she's nice and calm. When I went schooling the other evening, and again, I don't know if it's because it was in the evening and it's getting dark and we haven't really been out in the dark like that, but she, like this, like you saw at eventing when we're at Launceston, even with the tannoy going, everything, she was still very good at just standing by the trailer, and again, she is now. Whereas Wednesday evening, was it Wednesday evening? Whenever it was, she was just going around and around, walking backwards, forwards, like going to knock into me. And I was like, this isn't Addie, like what's going on? But yay, she's nice, chilled. I actually think she quite enjoys the pamper. All attention on her. She's feeling quite relaxed actually. I haven't panted yet, but... As I mentioned, we were riding at the BE90 Dressage Test 96 2016. We had had plenty of time to go all the way and around the arena to begin with, which I always think really help kind of get her used to that arena, the atmosphere, and to settle. I wanted to change the rein to come in on the left rein because at C we were turning right, and when you get here, I like to then change the diagonal, which just helps keep her straight, which the judge scored us a 7, nicely straight. We did have a little bit of a wobble there, and we've got to then trot MBF, which we dropped down to a 6.5, a little against the hand. So around here, I was just trying to think of the rhythm, tried to work on the rhythm first, and then we go on to a serpentine, which actually really helps with that. So you're focusing on the rhythm and then you're wanting to work on the suppleness. And she actually went around the serpentine really nicely. She changed her bend well, and overall I was really chuffed with how she did that. And we scored a 7.5, nicely supple. Then we go straight away into a canter transition, which wasn't the best, head up in the air, and as the judge said, we hollowed into it and scored a 6. But once we're in that canter, I think she really settles nicely. I do like her canter pace. I think she's got a nice natural bounce and rhythm. She does come behind in the vertical a little bit, as the judges put, scoring us a 6.5. And then F was working trot onto the forehand into the transition. Fair enough, and scored us a 6. And then K is medium walk with KEM, free walk on a long rein. So it was all quite quick. Straight away from K, you are into a free walk on a long rein. And the judge said could stretch more down and forward, scoring us a 6.5. But actually, I'm really pleased with how, I know walk isn't our strongest, so she actually did relax really well. And then at M, you basically have to gather all the reins and get trotting. And she scored a 7 for the uphill transition, which I was, again, really pleased with. And then serpentine this way wasn't quite as good. The judges put against the hand, I believe, trying to write that. But actually, I think she wasn't listening. And yeah, I gave her a little bit of a, oi, listen to my inside leg there, please. And it started all the way down here at C. She just wasn't quite listening to the inside aids to change that bend. The canter transition, not quite through, as the judges put, scoring us a 6.5, which, again, I totally understand, but it was better than the right rein. And again, she's gone into a lovely canter, nice rhythm, and the judge scored us a 7. So canter on the left we know is our better one, and then the downhill transition, downward transition, not downhill, onto the forehand, and was ever so slightly a little bit early. We scored a 6.5. Then this change of the rein, and I mean Mum's at a very good angle here, just see how lovely and straight she stays the whole way across that diagonal, which we scored a 7.5 for. Then down the centre line, the quarters to the right on the centre line, just going a little bit wobbly, and then at X halt and salute, not quite balanced. We scored a 6.5 for the centre line and a 6 for our halt. Comments from the judge was smart horse with super presence, some tension today affecting the marks, which is completely understandable. Test number 1 done. Actually, let's not put my hands in that because you'll see how dirty my gloves are. There is one now in the arena, and then I am straight after that. So I'm actually just going to walk around, let her just breathe for a second, let me breathe. I'm going to read through my test for the second one. Overall, I'm pleased with it. I did feel like I had to give, I don't know, I feel like a little bit of a pony club kick perhaps. Just before the end of the second serpentine, she really was not listening to my inside leg. Overall, really, really pleased. Just felt that she could have been a little bit more off my inside leg, but I am wondering whether that is to do with me not wheelbarrowing enough. Maybe my hands weren't in front of the number enough. I don't know. I flapped going into right canter. She did pick up the right lead. I thought her left canter was lovely. Strike off, and actually both canters once we were in it downwards wasn't horrendous. We've now got to do them across the diagonal in the second test, so yeah, let's got my phone, give it a quick read. And I actually feel like I would like to watch them. I often don't watch my dressage back until when I'm like in the evening and before I end the vlog, but I'm actually going to watch them both back and be like, this is my first thoughts. Obviously I do the voiceover so you hear me like afterwards, but when I'm speaking now I'm going by what I feel in there, but I'd quite like to watch both of them back and then be like, actually, yeah, because I think sometimes it always feels worse than what it looks. Let's hope that's the case today. Not that I'm here to try and practice and just get a bit more dressage practice in. She wasn't spooky at the trees around the edges, so I was pleased with that. I didn't feel that she was 100% relaxed, but I'm hoping by doing this second test that she will be. So yeah, let's just quickly read through this one. This is actually the test that I did learn, but I'm hoping that by learning the other one I don't get muddled. Haven't done a couple of dressage tests for a little while. Now I do find British eventing tests are over rather quickly, whereas the BD test have got a little bit more about them. So we're just entering in the centre line. So this is for the prelim 12 2005. Again, like we had in the first test, nicely straight, scoring us a 7. And I feel I actually prepared her a lot more for this turn. We are turning right, Addie, and she responded really nicely. Then we change the diagonal, MXK. And again, the rhythm, the judges put pleasing rhythm, and I think she stays lovely and straight, and she's settled in the contact, scoring us a 7.5. At A, we go on to a 20-metre circle. The judges just said that she's just becoming against the hand a little, but actually she's still keeping that nice rhythm, so I can't complain, scoring us a 6.5. And then we go across again the diagonal, FXH, and we scored again a 6.5. The judges commented, I doubt we'll probably be able to see it, but it's opening her mouth, and that is something that I want to try I think it's a drop nose band, something that I'm trying to get hold of, just because I think that might help her settle within her jaw. Then at C, like we've done on the other rein, we go on to a 20-metre circle, and at this moment I am feeling like she really is listening to me. She's looking much more relaxed. I feel like her head has just dropped slightly a little bit more, and she's just, yeah, nice and relaxed, just what I want. And then coming around there, she actually wanted to walk quicker than I thought. For the circle we scored a 7, and then we go into walk, and we've got a half circle to X before starting another half circle to E. And this is what I'm obviously worried about, because she can get tense in the walk, but she starts off really, really nicely. It's just coming around here on that second one. She just goes to go a bit against my hand, wanting to ignore my inside leg, and that's when she just almost hollows a little bit. And the judge has put lost attention and rhythm, which I completely agree with, scoring us a 6. Then we go into a half 20-metre circle free walk on a long rein. Again, I think even more so than in the first test where she did relax. I think she has relaxed lovely there. She's got a nice swing behind. She's got a good over track. We scored a 7.5. Could relax more, which is fair enough. And then before you've got to trot, and then you've got to pick up canter, which we almost had a little bit, it was a bit muddled, wasn't it? She went to canter, then didn't quite get the canter. The judge said that she was behind the legs, scoring us a 6. And then again going on to a 20-metre circle at E. And again, just coming slightly behind the vertical. That's her way, I think, of just wanting to avoid the contact. Scoring us a 6.5. And then it's the down to trot across the diagonal, which I know is hard for her, which we did a little bit too early, scoring us a 6. And then this corner we had to pick up canter again, which wasn't a very nice canter transition at all, but we know that she struggles with the right, and scored us another 6, ran into canter. Perhaps I didn't quite prepare her enough. I didn't make her go to my inside leg, and yeah, never mind. We got the right canter lead, that's the main thing. And then we went on to a 20-metre circle, again tight in neck, but scoring a 6.5 this time. And then again coming across that diagonal where we trot, again way too early. She runs into that trot and we scored a 6. And then trotting here, which is nice because after she's cantered sometimes she can go quite tense and almost expecting to canter again, but she settled nicely back into that trot, scoring us a 7. Half 10-metre circle, and then G halt, and we scored a 6.5 for the halt against the hand. And then again the comments from the judge, a little bit fidgety there into halt, but the comments from the judge, very promising horse and test, lots of lost balance at times caused by tension, keep developing his confidence, which was lovely to hear because that was the whole reason that I was there doing 2 tests, just to get her more confident and relaxed when in the arena. Just sorted Addie out, got myself half kind of changed and car loaded. I was so happy with that second test. I didn't know what she was quite going to be like, having to go straight back in. We didn't even go back down to the warm-up. I thought we were going to have enough time for that, but turns out that we didn't. So I am really pleased how her attitude towards just going straight in, happy to go around again. And I felt that she was much more relaxed within the whole of the test. I'm really conscious of like my riding, what I was doing, and I hope when I watch it back that I can see that I'm in the right place, my hands are in the right place. I overall, from feel, I still haven't watched them, I will watch them before ending this vlog, but the feel of that second test was, yeah, really nice. And I was debating whether I should be doing 2 tests or not, because I was like, is that going to be too much for her? Am I going to be pushing my luck? But actually it really helped her today to go back in there. She was happy to go back in there and just much more relaxed. You thought that too, didn't you? Yeah. She felt more rideable because when she's tense, that's when I think she doesn't listen to my legs so much. And that's what Cameron's saying to me, you need to make sure that you can get her off your legs. So before going in, I was trying to do a bit of leg yield, hopefully. I think Mum was filming then. Just get her up. Can't multitask, can't watch and film at the same time. It is actually very difficult. I often, when I'm doing it for Tina, and I'm very much like, yeah, I think the bits I saw were, yeah, they were fine, but I don't actually know because I was more watching through a screen because I don't. Or you notice on that you end up going like this and the horse goes out of the camera because you're too busy looking over the top and you're not keeping up with the camera. Yeah. So it is too wobbly. Too wobbly. No, it'll be fine. There is stability within the camera. You're fine. It's all good. But I'm warm. It's gone warm now. The sun's come out. Go pick up the dressage sheets and get home. Still got to take all her plaques out and stuff, but I'll do that at home. She's very happy. Hey, Addie, I'm not going to make you do any more dressage for a little bit. We're going to do some jumping fun. I do wonder if that's why I've like made her, I don't want to say sour because you've seen today, she's not sour, but I do wonder whether we need to go and have some fun. We were just saying about hacking, weren't we? Like, we all say about, like, because she went out on that lovely ride down at Penrose, and I did a longer one that I haven't done from home on Monday, but actually, she's always looking for things, like we had to go past pigs, like it's all new for their brain to take in as well, that actually she really enjoys the jumping. So yeah, I feel like jumping is her best thing to keep her, I don't want to say happy and enjoy it, because sweet, yes, because she does enjoy all work, but I need to keep it a little bit more varied and I need to do some jumping. So we may definitely enter the arena eventing. I've just asked, the entries are still open for tomorrow, so we might be back here. There might be a vlog number 2 coming towards you guys of the same weekend. We'll do a little mini one-day event, Addie. Hey? Yeah, right, go get my sheet. I've just watched back those tests. I'm actually, do you know what? I use a tripod, but then I just hold on to it. So instead of having arm-8, because I may have just filmed this once already, not the best camera angle, admittedly, seeing all my double chins, but I've just sat here and watched my second test. I watched the first one when I put the horses out in the field. I think Addie was very gutted not to have the cross-country following and wanted to have a little sprint up across the field. Insert clip here. No bucks, just full on wanting to get up across that field. She's looking so well at the moment. I'm really chuffed with how she is looking. And I'm really pleased with how she felt today in general, like to load, to handle, all of that. And the parts that we've had during this week, I think I just need to not dwell on it and just put it down to being a bit of a trickier week. We all have it, we're all human, got brains, got bodies and hormones, never know. I did just speak to Cam on the phone and he said to make a note of it, write down that this week she has been a little bit trickier, and then just to see, I mean, touch wood, she won't be like that again, but you never know, and just see if there is a pattern that develops. I haven't noticed her be marish, hormonal at all throughout the whole of the summer, throughout the whole year that I've had her, but we are coming to the end of the season. It's coat changing season, coming to the end of their seasons. I do believe that they stop coming in season over winter. I'm not 100% sure on that. But maybe, possibly it's like the last one, big one, and maybe that's why she's like it. Who knows? I don't know. If only they could talk to us, I would absolutely love it. But I'm glad I didn't back out and thought to go and just give it a go. And I had thought as well, if the first test went really drastically wrong, I could always just withdraw from the second. So no, I'm pleased I got up early, I'm pleased I platted and went, and I'm pleased I entered 2 tests actually, because I really feel, even just watching, I know I'm only watching on a tiny little screen, but I think myself as well, I rode so much better in that second test. I think I picked up on what the mistakes were that I made in the first, perhaps because she was a bit tense. That made me then maybe a bit more tense, and then it's a vicious circle, it goes around. But actually she was so much more relaxed in the arena. Our canter transitions were so much better. That right canter lead is still a little bit tricky, but it's progress. It's better than what, I don't know if it is better than what we've had. Like I say, I feel like we've just taken a few steps back, but it's fine, because in a minute we'll take another massive 10 steps forward and we'll be nailing them. But I do really find that on the left canter lead strike off, she is really quite responsive to it, so I'm sure that the right is going to follow just like that as well. Halts, again, as Mum said when I came out, she was like, your halts need a bit of work. I was like, I know, I've been trying to work on the walk and the canter transitions, and I haven't really done anything on the halt, but I do know that we need to work on that. To be honest, we need to work on all of it, don't we? But I need to get some like poles out and get halting in between those poles to make her not swing or anything like that. But anyway, that's for another day. I'm really chuffed with her and her attitude, like I say, all throughout. And I am going to, I don't know if I said earlier that I was going or not going, but I haven't basically entered because I wanted to see how today went, and if she was a bit of a stress head around the trailer, and then I'd be like, oh no, I'm not going to want to take her tomorrow. But we are, and I know, we all know that she enjoys her jumping phases much more than the dressage. I think she just finds it easier, to be honest, and she does. She really enjoys it, so we're going to go and just have a bit of fun tomorrow. Keep her nice and sweet, and I'm sure she's going to thoroughly enjoy it. So keep your eyes peeled, guys. There will be another vlog of arena eventing coming very, very soon. Found out that, I say we're just going for fun, and then I'm going Miss Competitive. I'm not going competitive. Well, I probably am. Addie, maybe not. I don't know. But it's £50 prize money. How good is that? Need to do a little bit of tidying up here, then get home, get entered, and get editing, really. So, yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed a spot of dressage today. Please do leave me a like, pop me down a little comment, and as always, if you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe button. But I will see you next at Arena Eventing. Bye! Just adding on a little extra outro because I've only gone and done it again and forgot to say that Addie did actually get placed today in both of her classes. In the first class we came first. I'm actually about to walk into town in horse attire, keeping it real and all that. We actually came first in the first class out of 1, and then we came second in the prelim 12 out of 6. So yeah, really pleased, and just thought I would add it on because I know that people have said in the past you didn't say what your placing was, but I guess it's just not in my head, if I'm honest, because I'm not going for placings, I am just going for how Addie is. But yeah,